Hi everybody, welcome to this Unit 2 video reflection. This is our second unit and our second video reflection, so hopefully I can... Hi, welcome to Unit 2 video reflection. Unit 2 for biology was our ecology unit, and hopefully you learned a lot in this unit. We talked about trophic levels and energy flow through an ecosystem, abiotic factors and biotic factors, and that ended up culminating in our summative assessment project, which was your podcast. And I'm actually in the middle of listening to all of those podcasts, but remember, I have a rubric, and as I'm listening, I check off the things that you mentioned in your podcast, and I can tell from what you say in the podcast whether you understand or are proficient in being able to explain or define or describe certain things that we learned in our ecology unit. And remember, that was in place of a standard test. That's not to say that we won't do another test in our very next unit or for the rest of the semester, but every now and then I like to do a non-traditional type of assessment, and I hope some of you liked doing that. I know some of you are very good test takers, and you like doing tests, and some of you are more akin to making something like a podcast or making something like a poster or a project or something else. And I understand that we hit some technical difficulties with creating our podcast and submitting them and editing them, but hopefully that wasn't too big of a hurdle to get over for your recording. Most of you were using your personal devices, and that's great. But remember, when we do projects like that, if you need technical assistance, if you need a laptop, if you need a Chromebook or something here at school, make sure you let me know, or see Miss Holbrook in the library for any kind of technology, or even if you just need a space to go to record a podcast or to record a video or something like that. So I enjoyed doing that with you. I hope you did as well. And again, I'm listening to those, and I'll get that feedback to you as soon as possible. So another thing we did new in this unit was that we changed the way we do our quizzes. Now the quizzes are still online. You submit them through our Google Forms, and I have my grading system that grades the quizzes for you automatically, and that gets sent back to you in an email. And in that email you find out not only how many questions you got correct out of 10 usually, but it also tells you which questions you got correct and which questions you got incorrect. So that gives you some good information. It lets you know what you know and what you don't know, or what you truly understand, or what you might need to study for a little bit more with regards to certain parts of the unit. And we do that quiz about halfway through the unit, just like we did in the last unit. But in the first unit, we just took the quiz, and that was the end of it. But now, you get the grade back in an email, and we made the regulation that if you got lower than a 5 out of 10, you had to take the re-quiz. Now, the re-quiz is on your own time. It's posted to the website, just like the original quiz is, but you need to take that on your own time. And and the idea is that you're studying a little bit for that re-quiz, and when you take the re-quiz, you get a better score, hopefully. That tells you that you understand more about the biology, and it tells me that you understand more as well, and that makes us, I think, both more confident moving forward with our unit, knowing that you understand a little bit more than you did a few days before. So that was a new way of doing our quizzes. I think we're going to replicate that in unit number 3. I like how that went, so you can look forward to doing that as well. But the idea is that you take the quiz, and it's your information. You learn what you know and what you don't know, and you take the initiative to do a little bit more studying on your own time to retake that quiz and improve that score. Now remember, that score does not count towards your quarter grade, and so this is all about the learning. I want you to take that quiz so that we both know what you know and what you don't know, not so that you can get a good grade to go into the calculation for your quarter grade. And we'll talk more about that as our units go on here. So we're on the brink of moving into our new unit, Unit 3, Biochemistry. And in this unit, I think you're going to be faced with some concepts that are very new to you in biology. So make sure you're paying attention to the instructional videos if you're watching the videos. Make sure you're paying attention to the textbook chapters if you're someone who's also reading the textbook chapters. Don't forget to submit the forms for all our videos or textbook chapters, so I can give you credit for those, so that when you come back into class, you have all the information that you need. So that's our video reflection, and I'll see you for the Unit 3 video reflection in a few weeks.